What up, friends? If it's online, it's real. And today we're going to be reviewing Stayc's newest mini-album, YoungLove.com. This is the second mini-album by K-pop girl group rookies Stayc. They've been a group that's just been gaining popularity since they debuted with So Bad. In fact, their fantastic follow-up single ASAP helped boost their success even further. They've had a fun sort of synth-pop sound since the beginning, however with this mini-album they sort of sidestepped into something that I didn't expect. Contemporary R&B. It's their first time doing it, but they did it really well. The songs are layered and vibrant, but also keeping their fun and nostalgic charm that they're known for. Run To You is the first song on the mini-album, the big single, and holy shit, what a bop this is. That run, vocal sample, and harsh synth make for a perfect opener, and the dirty electro bass and cowbell also have a great sound to them. The fun and lively vocals are a great addition to the song, and that chorus especially has such a euphoric yet strangely nostalgic vibe to it. The transition to Jay's rap verse is also super fun, with that vocal sample coming back to sort of introduce her. I think she's a pretty strong backbone for the group, and it's great to see her getting even better. Flavorful vocal inflections also help to just take this track's attitude to the next level. The lyrics have this sort of bittersweet love song angle to them, adding to the nostalgic vibe of the instrumental, depicting the girls being so smitten by this person that no matter what, they'll run to them. The next track, Same Same, is probably the only song on the mini-album that I just don't care for. The beat is just far too simple for its own good, and there's no real instrumental flourish that makes this track have an identity of its own. The bubbly bass and snaps are played out by this point, and I feel like I knew exactly where the song would go within the first 20 seconds of listening to it. I will say that the ad-libs are pretty fun, giving us some like Ariana Grande vibes, however, other than that, there's not much interesting about this one. Though I will say that Sumin kinda carries with this one with her vocal cadence and flows. There's a lot of personality in them. Next up we get to 24/7, and where the fuck was this hiding all this time, man? This is one of the jazziest K-R&B songs that I've heard in a while. The beat is lush and warm, the vocals are filled with these lively and whimsical flows, like this track has it all. It almost feels like you're listening to this in a sort of hole-in-the-wall club or bar. It's kind of amazing. The vocal inflections have a hint of attitude and sass that enhances the mood, and the way Jay comes in as the beat gets cut is just brilliant. The lyrics also fit this warmer angle as, like the lead single, the girls are just enamored by this person and want to do everything with them. Aside from ASAP, this might be Stayc's best song. The title track of sorts, Young Love, also goes into something very unexpected. It's like a little pop rock power ballad fitted with a huge and moody guitar presence and everything. The vocals are anthemic and dramatic, and the lyrics are delivered with a lot of heart. I think Yoon and Seyoon really stand out here, delivering a lot of the endearing English lines about unapologetically just wearing their heart on their sleeve. The subtle weaving of the synths and the background vocals together in a very longing way was well done, and the whole track and instrumental just have a very sort of cool and fresh coat to them that makes them really pleasant to listen to. The next track, Butterfly, is going for a more modern take on contemporary R&B, but the girls are still delivering fantastic vocal performances just like they always have. They also have this smooth bass and delicate guitar that almost reminds me of like Ladies Code or Haze B-sides, and that's a pretty big compliment. The vocals are wistful and have a loungy aesthetic to them, and Seyoon's vocals especially just exhibit so much character on this one. Comparing their love and partner to natural imagery like butterflies was also a pretty good way to get the lyrics to be a bit more distinct and vivid, especially because a lot of tracks on this mini-album deal with love, so it's a way to help sidestep being a little bit samey. The song has tight production, it's punchy, and knows exactly what it wants to be. It's all the better for it. I Want You Baby, the last track on the mini-album, isn't a bad closer by any means, however it feels a little bit less impactful compared to the previous songs. I really like the background vocals giving off a sort of regal and chill touch, however the beat is a tad basic. I do like the sort of watery bass and ambient synth though, and the girls' ethereal vocal tone fits this type of instrumental. I feel like having a bit more of a lush and fleshed out beat would have helped propel this song even further. However, as it is, it does do a pretty good job in letting the girls sort of flex their vocal chops a bit. Admittedly, it actually is pretty cool hearing a bit more of a drill-inspired beat in K-pop. However, I feel like this wasn't the most interesting way to do it. Now I gotta say, I was pretty pleasantly surprised by this mini-album. I didn't find their previous mini-album Stereotype to be very interesting, but this just came out of nowhere in the best way possible. As it turns out, Stayc do R&B quite well, and multiple forms of it at that. Passionate and fun vocals, lush instrumentals, and endearing lyrics form a pretty solid backbone to this little project. This doesn't prevent the mini-album from having some generic moments like with Same Same especially. However, more often than not, this presents a lot of what I love about the K-R&B scene, and I hope this isn't the last we hear of it from them either. I hope they do flesh this sound out even further and do more tracks like this in the future. Overall, I'm feeling a decent 7 on Stayc's newest mini-album. This is pretty good. Of course, we do have to talk about album covers on this show, and I like this album cover actually. I think its sort of minimalistic approach helps it a lot. It is sort of edgy, but in a kind of endearing way too. I think the stark black background mixed with the purple fog was pretty well done. The mix of the blue text was also pretty interesting. It's a classic tried and true color combination. The addition of the sort of scratchiness of the cover also has some fun little flares to it that fit some of the edgier moments on the project, even though it's not too edgy, but I think it has a lot of personality. But those were my thoughts on the newest mini-album by Stayc. What did you guys think? Did you agree with me and this was a really interesting and engaging sidestep into a new genre? Or are you kind of missing the synth-pop tendencies that they were known for? Let me know. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you also had a young love. And until the next one, farewell.